In this video, I'm going to discuss precedence. Now, we've discussed precedence already with natural numbers. It's still the same rules with integers. We do parentheses first, then we do exponentiation, then we do multiplication and division. Both of those are at the same level of in the order hierarchy. Then lastly, addition and subtraction. Those are both at the same level. In the case of a tie, you work from left to right. Okay, so if we had something like the following. And I'm using integers because that's the new thing today. So you've got a multiplication and a division. You could say, well, they're both at the same importance, the same priority. But because there's a tie, again, we work from left to right. So I would first do the multiplication. And then I would do the division. And so that would give me that answer. Okay. And, oh, here's another big one that often confuses people. Let's get this one out of the way now. What if I had minus 3 squared? Okay, now here we have a negation. You can think of the minus, the negation, think of that as multiplying by minus 1. So this is the same as minus 1 times 3 squared. Okay, and we know, or I hope you know, that exponentiation has a higher priority than multiplication. So we would do, first we would do the 3 squared to get 9. So the answer is minus 9. Okay, so let me repeat that. Minus 3 squared is equal to minus 9. Now, however, if I wrote it this way, if I wrote minus 3 squared, now we know that the parentheses are the highest priority of all. So this is the same as minus 3 times minus 3, which is equal to positive 9. Okay? Notice the difference. Let me put a box around them. A lot of people forget this and then they make this mistake. Okay? So both of those boxes are not the same thing. Okay? See the difference? So keep that in mind. And also, we can handle precedence with absolute value bars. Absolute values are, you can, as far as precedence is concerned, you can treat those like parentheses. Even though I didn't put it on my order of operations, I'm telling you right now, treat it like parentheses. So if I had minus the absolute value of minus 3, then what I first do is I clean up I do the absolute value. So that's going to give, I'm going to replace the absolute value of minus 3 with 3. So the answer is minus 3. See that? If I would have first done the negation or multiplied the two negatives, the two minus 1s together, that would give me positive 3. But we don't do it that way. Okay? Let's get that clear. Another example, the absolute value of minus 4 squared versus minus the absolute value of minus 4 squared. You can see that this is going to be similar to the gotcha that I was just talking about, right? So you do the absolute value of minus 4 times the absolute value of minus 4. That's 4 times 4, which is 16. All right? In the bottom example, you first do the absolute value squared. That gives 16. But then you have the minus in front still. So both of these give different answers. Okay? So keep all those examples and rules in mind when you're deciding on the order to do calculations with multiple operations involving